Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, the high performance mentor, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show raises the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts. Holding it wide open is just what we do. Being a good person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Joe, here's some fucking real talk, for example, for a moment. Actually, probably for the whole fucking episode, if I'm being real with you. You see, there's two types of men in this world. There's the fucking man who's in the game, and then there's those men who are all talking the shit from the stands, who are criticizing, who are talking all this fucking smack, but never are truly in the fucking game. So always two types of men. See, I remember this was a long time ago, when I was in fucking high school, and I was started to race motocross, right? And I remember I pulled up and I was good on my bike, like I felt like I feel like to this day that I have natural born talents to ride a motorcycle, right? But back then, right, I was a little cocky, and so I show up to the track, and it was my first track day, right? And I think I had all this shit figured out, and I pull up and I'm unloading my bike, and I'm looking at everyone that was riding, and I go stand by the side and kind of study the people who are undoing, and I was like, criticizing every move, criticizing every line, criticizing every mistake. Oh, this guy's leaving here. Oh, this guy. And then I finally strapped in, right? Threw my helmet on, put my gear on, fucking went for a run. And it hit me. I realized quick as fuck. I was like, yo, it's a whole fucking different animal when you're the one in the game. When I was the one riding. Literally making the same fucking mistakes that I was just pointing out, right? Like, my heart was pounding, my skills got exposed, I got humbled fast as fuck. But guess what? That's when it all clicked. That's when I really started to feel that growth really becomes, really happens when you're in the fucking game. You see, a spectator talks, but a fucking player, he evolves. It's easy to judge when you're not taking risks, bro. Like, anybody can judge and can tell you, oh, you should do this, but then they're playing small. But it's not until you actually step in the fucking game, you're never gonna gain the wisdom that only doing the shit that makes it happen. By doing the things that people are talking about doing but never fucking do, that's where you gain the level up. That's where you that's what holds the wisdom. That's where holds the growth. That's where you fucking become the man who you need to become in the fucking arena, in the game. Not by criticizing, not by saying all this shit. There's a reason why those people are in the fucking stands. Let them be there. That's not you. You see, the guy who sits, we always see this shit. You go to a bike meet and you always see these people criticizing, oh, this bike, oh, and that bike, oh, this guy could wheelie like shit, or this guy doesn't ride fast enough, or whatever. But then they never ride themselves. They're just all this shit talker, talking. But then when you go out to the streets, they never do shit. You see, failure on the track will grow you more than success in the stands ever will, bro. And it doesn't have to be the track, it could be the streets, it could be the wherever it is. Put the whatever fits in your life in there. Failure in the game will grow you more than success in the stands ever will. You see, game time equals growth time. When you sit there and talking shit, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing productive. You ain't doing nothing that's gonna help you grow. You ain't doing crap but fucking filling your mind with some fucking make-believe shit. That when you go in the game and you just talk, oh no, it's because of this, oh, it's because of... Fuck that shit. It requires skill, it requires courage, it requires confidence. But only if you be able to fucking get in the arena. All that shit gets built in the arena. Like, you don't feel ready before you do it. You don't feel no fear before you do it. You don't feel like it doesn't happen before. You gotta go fucking do it. The skills, the courage, the confidence, it all gets built in the arena. You don't have it before going in. It gets built in the arena. Resistance builds the resilience that you need to fucking make it happen. It's like, if I compare my first podcast to this podcast episode, this is fucking 260th. 260th. And if I compare it to my first one, my first one was shit. And then I remember the first couple, I was like, yo, I didn't even know what direction I was going. I just felt a calling to serve and to show up and doing this. And so I just showed up and I just focused on putting the fucking reps, on getting sharper, right? By not thinking about, oh, someday, maybe I'll get to 100, maybe I'll finish this whole year. No, I just focused on putting in the reps, on showing up 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right? And at the beginning, I was filming them one at a time because I was learning, I was doing this thing. And as I evolved, I moved to 3 at a time. I actually went to 2 at a time. And then I did 3 at a time. And then I actually did 4 at a time. One day, I even was like, bro, fuck this. I'm going to knock out 6. Because I was really behind and I want to get ahead. But 6 took too much out of me. So I tried 5, took too much out of it. Show up 4. Sure, 4 I could probably fucking still fuck with. But I got to make sure my energy's up. I got to make sure that I'm in the game. I got to make sure that I'm focused. I'm producing, I'm providing, right? But the magic number I've really found that helps me stay active, stay focused, stay energetic, stick here with you, stay on topic, right? Is 3 for me. But that all happened and learned through it by putting in the reps. And this is only 260. I mean, we got so much further to go. So many years. I'm dedicated and I'm committed to not stopping this shit. We're going. We're focused on 1,000 episodes. Let's fucking make this shit happen. No matter how long it's going to take, I'm focused on putting in the fucking reps. You see, your training wheels will never, ever build a champion. You got to be willing to go all in. You got to be willing to put in the reps. You got to be willing to show up. You got to be willing to build your skills, your courage, your confidence, your fucking grit, your determination. That is what's going to help you keep going. You see, the man who stays in the game will eventually become dangerous. You don't need to start as the best. What you do though is you need to start, right? You need to start as the one who actually shows up, not as the one who says, oh yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna start. Oh no, next week. Oh no, you see, I would do this because of, but the thing is that this, man, fuck those excuses, fuck the shit talking, fuck all that shit that keeps holding you back, and go get in the fucking game. You see, over time, the man who keeps playing, who keeps showing up, who keeps fucking doing the hard shit, even though he doesn't want to fucking do it, that's the man who becomes one who nobody wants to go up against. That's the man who becomes dangerous. Not because he was born that way, but because he built himself into that motherfucker. You see, no one is born that way. Even Michael Jordan was cut from his high school team. And I'm not big into sports. I'm big into motorsports, right? But Michael, everybody knows who Michael Jackson is. He fucking set the standard for greatness. But he was cut from his high school team. But he focused on putting in the reps. He focused on showing up. He focused on doing what nobody else was doing. And that's how he became fucking great. You see, consistency in the arena makes you a fucking killer. But the hesitation and staying on the fucking sidelines, that shit is what keeps you average. So which one do you want to be? Do you want to be a fucking killer or do you want to be average? And my real question here that I actually wanted to ask you as we wrap up this episode is, are you actually in the fucking game? Or are you just playing it safe, pretending like you're going to join one day, man? Real talk. Only you're going to know. Look at yourself in the fucking mirror and say, yo, am I really playing in the fucking game? Or am I just pretending? Am I just making excuses? And my challenge with that question, right, is that this week, right, I want you to step into something that you've been spectating on, something that you've been playing small on, something that you've been making an excuse on, something that you've been saying, I'm just not ready. Get in the fucking game right now. Sign up, show up, strap in, do it scared, do it no matter what. Because real growth never happens in the comfort of the crowd, bro. Get in the fucking game or get used to watching others live the life that you wish you fucking had. Yo, I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground and I'm calling every warrior who refuses to accept nothing but the fucking best in their life. Let's break free from all the shit that's been holding us back and let's become the badass motherfucker that you were meant to be. This Live Wide Open movement is the mission that God has tasked me with, and helping you level up is precisely what I'm here to do, man. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode. And if today's message hit home, then it's time to contribute to the growth of this mission, brother. Send this podcast episode to another man, to another brother, to another warrior, to another motorhead, to another gearhead, to another motherfucking man who's on the same mission as we are, because leveling up and having a better life for our family is non-negotiable. People are counting on you, and it's time to get to fucking work, dog.